Hello yoga fam, welcome to my channel, the best place to practice yoga on and off your mat for your body, mind, and soul. Today I'm going to guide you through a mudra and mantra practice to ease anxiety, reclaim neutrality, and shift back into a sattvic or balanced state. This practice will be one part educational and one part experiential. All you need is yourself, any prop that's going to support you in an upright seated posture. The entire practice will be seated, and then come in whatever clothing you're wearing or whatever's most comfortable for you. All right, so gather all your tools. You might also want a journal or notebook or writing utensil to take notes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to support at-home free yoga. And let's begin this mudra and mantra practice to ease anxiety together. Okay, welcome to your practice. Bring yourself into an upright seated posture. And before we dive into actually practicing the mudras and mantras, let's discuss what mudras and mantras even are. So mudras are gestures of the hands, face, or body that promote physical health, psychological well-being, and spiritual awakening. The word mudra translates to gesture, seal, signature, or attitude, and there are so many mudras to choose from that can support you in any life experience that you're navigating through. There's also mudras that are specifically paired with yoga psychology and philosophy systems, like the chakras, Ayurveda, the 8 limbs, the nadis, the vayus. There are so many beautiful and powerful mudras that we can tap into and pair with what we're already doing on the mat. Okay. And I highly recommend and love Mudras for Healing and Transformation by Joseph and Lillian Lepage. And I'll be using this book today to guide our practice. Mantras, mudras and mantras, both M words. Mantras are sounds, words, or phrases that are strung together to create a tool for the mind. They're often used in meditation, and they're also commonly and traditionally spoken in the Sanskrit language. However, today we're going to use the English language and specifically use the mantras that are provided and paired with the mudras that we'll be learning and practicing together today. All right, so we will cover 3 mudras. And again, these mudras, I've specifically chosen them to ease anxiety, reclaim neutrality, and shift back to a sattvic or balanced state. The 3 mudras are the 𝗶 mudra, which is the gesture of the earth, the Fasti Mudra, which is the gesture of well-being, and lastly, the Dhana Mudra, which is the gesture of surrender. So we'll practice these mudras, and as you hold them, I'll educate us on the benefits and what the mudra is providing, and then we'll repeat the mantra as we continue to hold the mudra and really settle into stillness so we can embody the benefits and the experience of pairing these mudras and mantras together. Sound like a plan? I'm ready. I'm ready to guide us through it. So establish your upright seated posture. And when I say establish, that means I want you to get grounded, rooted, settled, feel the support of the earth plane beneath you, providing that foundation for you to be here in this experience, to stay present and focused. And as the lower portion of the body creates that circuitry and plugs into the earth plane, invite your spinal column to lengthen. Feel the side body extend, ribs just ever so slightly lifting away from the pelvis, and the collarbone broadens, shoulders empty behind you, and that length travels all the way up through the crown of the head. And close your eyes for a moment to bookmark where you're currently at. What is the state of being that you're experiencing? What is the situation that's causing stress, overwhelm, anxiety? What experience is producing fear? It could be a specific person or a certain scenario. It could be an internal conversation that you're having with yourself. It could be ruminating on a past confrontation that you are keeping in the now here now moment. Or it could be worrying about the future and the uncertainty of what's yet to come. And not attaching to that person, scenario, situation, or experience, simply noting it, noting what is causing the anxiety to surface, and noting your current state of being. Where are you at right now? Because we'll compare this state of being with how you feel at the end of the practice. Okay, so the first gesture we'll take is called the 𝗬 Mudra. It is the gesture of the earth and it's used for activating the earth element. And the way to create it is to fold your pinky and ring fingers toward your thumbs and then use your thumbs to secure these fingers in place, folding inward. Your index and middle fingers will extend outwards and connect these extended fingers into the earth plane. So middle and pointer finger connect with the earth plane as you reclaim that upright seated posture. Invitation to close the eyes or softly gaze ahead here. And focus on the breath. Inhale and exhale. Let the breath support you. This mudra is helpful for cultivating a sense of stability both in mind and body, strengthening the bones, facilitating optimal postural alignment, reducing blood pressure, cultivating grounding and embodiment, and supporting anxiety, the treatment of anxiety, the easing of anxiety. 𝗬 means earth, and the 𝗬 Mudra activates the earth element, supporting us in integrating all of Earth's essential qualities. In this gesture, the body forms a mountain shape, naturally cultivating a sense of stability and grounding. Sense that mountain shape you're creating with your body. This sense of grounding is further enhanced by the activation of Apana Vayu, the downward current of moving energy that naturally supports the eliminatory system in functioning optimally. As we develop greater stability and grounding, we naturally inhabit our bodies more completely, further enhancing our sense of security. This enhanced sense of embodiment facilitates optimal postural alignment. Again, reconnect with that mountain-like shape that your body is in. This mudra opens and balances the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, further enhancing our sense of support and stability, allowing us to meet our survival needs more objectively while releasing excess fear and anxiety. And so with that information, plugging into the circuitry, the security and stability of the earth plane through the 𝗬 Mudra, I invite you to repeat this mantra with me aloud or silently. Attuned to the earth's stability, I move confidently along my journey. Attuned to the earth's stability, I move confidently along my journey. Attuned to the earth's stability, I move confidently along my journey. Continue repeating the mantra, leveraging it as a tool for the mind to stay focused, to stay present, to soothe or balm a rajasic mind, an overactive mind. Attune to the earth's stability. I move confidently along my journey. One more minute here. Attuned to the earth's stability. I move confidently along my journey. Attuned to the earth's stability, I move confidently along my journey. Last breath here. Heavy sigh. Slowly begin to open your eyes. Take in your surroundings. We're moving into the next mudra, which is this Fasti Mudra, which is the gesture of well-being for protection from negative energy. The gesture of well-being for protection from negative energy. Bring your hands into prayer in front of the heart. Cross the right over the left and face the backs of the hands towards one another about 6 inches apart, fingers facing up. The entire hand gesture rests away from the chest. And this is the posture, the Fasti Mudra, the gesture of well-being for protection from negative energy. So reconnect with your grounded seat here. Lengthen up through the spinal column once again. An invitation to close your eyes or softly gaze ahead as you consciously inhale and exhale and hold this Fasti Mudra. So this mudra is especially helpful for creating an aura of protection that deflects and neutralizes negativity. It relaxes the upper back and creates space between the shoulder blades. It is creating optimal alignment of the spine and supports the health of the endocrine and immune systems. This mudra is helpful for cultivating healthy boundaries and centering us in the present moment. Steady breath, steady awareness as you hold the mudra here. Svasti means well-being, prosperity, success, and blessing. This mudra cultivates an aura of protective energy within all dimensions of our being, especially from any negativity projected by others. This gesture is also helpful for neutralizing energy from negative environments. The crossed arms and upward raised hands deflect negative projections, both from those who intend harm and from those who believe they are acting in our best interests, but lack the understanding to perceive our true needs. As we deflect these negative energies, we rest in our own center more easily, attuning to the wisdom of our inner being to guide our journey. Reconnect with the steadiness of your breath, and you can repeat silently or softly with me. Deflecting all forms of negativity, I experience complete protection and safety. Deflecting all forms of negativity, I experience complete protection and safety. Continue repeating this mantra, pairing it with this Fasti Mudra, deflecting all forms of negativity. I experience complete protection and safety. Holding the mudra, repeating the mantra. Deflecting all forms of negativity, I experience complete protection and safety. Deflecting all forms of negativity, I experience complete protection and safety. Last breath here together. Heavy sigh on the exhale. Gently blink the eyes open. Release this Fasti Mudra. You're doing great. We have one final mudra, and that's the Dhana Mudra, which is the gesture of surrender for learning to let go. So this one, we bring the thumbs to the middle and ring fingers, thumbs to the pads of the middle and ring fingers. The pointer and pinky finger are extended. We then connect the pinky and pointer finger. So we connect both hands, the extended fingers of both hands. And we can rest this mudra, the Dhana Mudra, the gesture of surrender, learning to let go of control, right here in front of the navel center, or you can rest the wrists atop the thighs here. So try them on. You could hold it for a while, and then as the arms tire, you can relax the hands down. Now, this gesture is contraindicated for those with low blood pressure because of its deeply relaxing effect. So if that's you, please practice cautiously, okay? Otherwise, reclaim your upright posture, lengthen through the spinal column. Decide if you're holding the mudra in front of the navel or resting the wrists atop the thighs. Close down your eyes or softly gaze ahead here. Reconnect with your steady breath. The Dhana Mudra is helpful for letting go of attachments, releasing tension from the body, supporting the health of the eliminatory, urinary, and reproductive systems, and reducing stress, anxiety, and blood pressure. Pranidhana means surrender and refers to letting go of all the binding attachments and beliefs that keep us from living with lightness and ease. Surrender is a process that occurs gradually, beginning by learning to recognize and release tension from the physical body. As we sense greater lightness and ease within our physical bodies, we naturally begin to let go of all we no longer need within the more subtle dimensions of our being, including our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Through this gradual process of release, we eventually come to see that by letting go, we are not actually losing anything, but rather gaining inner peace and the ability to appreciate life more completely. With greater inner peace, we naturally attune to our essential being, inherently whole and complete, with no need to possess or control anything. Reconnect with your breath. Steadiness is our priority. And you can softly or silently repeat the mantra with me. As I let go of the need to control, my life becomes an effortless flow. As I let go of the need to control, my life becomes an effortless flow. As I let go of the need to control, my life becomes an effortless flow. Continue repeating the mantra for the next minute that we're here. Really calling in this sense of surrender, letting go, protection from negative energy, and activating the earth element, all that we've done thus far together. As I let go of the need to control, my life becomes an effortless flow. Last breath here together. Heavy sigh. Gently blink the eyes open. Take a moment to release the mudra and gaze around the room and take in the different colors, light, texture, physical objects. And quickly to recap, we first did the 𝗶 mudra, which was the gesture of the earth element, and we connect that down into the floor or earth plane, and we create that mountain-like shape with our bodies. The second mudra was the Fasti Mudra with the right hand crossed in front of the left, fingers pointing up, the gesture of well-being, protection from negative energy. And the last mudra was the Dhana mudra, where we connected the the middle and pointer fingers to the thumb pads, and then brought the pinky and index fingers together and rested this in front of the navel or atop the thighs. And this was the gesture of letting go, surrender. Okay, so these three mudras, 𝗶 mudra, Fasti Mudra, and Dhana mudra, you have now added them to your yoga toolkit. And this is how we practice yoga holistically, right? It's so much more than any one single pose like crow, even though it's so fun and powerful. And it's so much more than surface level promises like so many of us have been sold. All right. So if you want to continue practicing and learning with me like this holistically, download my yoga reset guide. It's a 7-step journey that takes you through the chakra system to recenter your body, mind, and soul. It includes on the mat classes, self-reflection journal prompts, suggested mantras, and energy aligning exercises for you. Details to get that guide sent to your inbox are in the description below. All right, yoga fam, way to go. Thank you for joining me. And now the real work begins, yeah? So after sitting and holding those mudras and pairing them with mantras, we take this reclaimed state of neutrality and balance off our mats so we can maintain that steadiness in our lives, right? So steadiness is your priority as you step off your mat today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you back here soon.